So frustrated. All right, y'all, I'm going to spill the tea on 70 perimenopause symptoms in 2024 because, honey, I was out here struggling through my symptoms before I knew what the heezy was going on. Are you aware that there are 70 symptoms of perimenopause or more? Some of them are common, yeah, hot flashes. We've all heard that before. But some of them, like frozen shoulder or shoulder hurting, we ain't never heard of that before. I had no idea that was part of perimenopause. And y'all, I was suffering. I couldn't take my bra off for a year. A year. Hi, I'm Grace. I'm 47. I'm a perimenopausal baddie out here trying to help us because listen, just because we're women does not mean we have to suffer. So yeah, perimenopause is a stage that everybody goes through up until about 12 months of not having a period. And that stage can last from 2 years to 4 years to 6 years to 10. For me, I believe perimenopause started when I was about 42, 43 years old. So I got 4 years in the game, okay? I'm not new to this, but I am true to this. I was having perimenopause symptoms going off the ever-loving charts, not knowing what the hell was going on with me, and just feeling really frustrated until finally this year I was like, I'm taking control. So let me tell you what some of them symptoms are. Because if you're experiencing them, you are not crazy. It's not all in your head. Perimenopause exists beyond hot flashes. I'm going to share with you the 70 or so perimenopause symptoms and some of the ones that I'm experiencing as well and how that looks for me. Number 1, acid reflux. This is one I get a lot. It feels like it's burning right in this area. It feels like stuff is coming back up, and sometimes it does. Number 2, acne. Number 3, alcohol tolerance differences. Now let me tell y'all, I don't drink that much as it is, so I don't have a high tolerance for alcohol at all. But earlier this year, I went to Atlanta to get a little lit for my birthday, and I had 2 shots and got drunker than a skunk off of just 2 shots. Number 4, anxiety is huge for me. My anxiety has went off charts in perimenopause. Number 5, arthralgia, joint pain. Number 6, arthritis. Number 7, asthma. Yep, I just got my first inhaler about 2 months ago after probably 2, maybe 3 years of feeling like there was an elephant sitting on my chest. Number 8, autoimmune disease, new or worse. Number 9, bloating. Number 10, body composition changes like pervasive belly fat. Number 11, body odor in all the places. Yes, I've experienced that as well. Number 12, brain fog. This has been insane. I felt like I'm losing my mind. Number 13, breast tenderness and soreness. A few times I have wondered if I was pregnant, even though I have an IUD. Number 14, brittle nails. Number 15, a burning sensation in the mouth or tongue. Number 16, chronic fatigue syndrome. This has been crazy for me because I have felt so exhausted, never have felt so exhausted in my life in the last 3 or 4 years. And as of this summer, I will not have been working full time. Yeah, I've been a mom of 3. Yeah, I've been working, doing other kinds of work. I've been an entrepreneur. I've been building a different YouTube channel. I've been doing things, but I haven't been working out of the home full time. To be as tired as I have been has been crazy. 17, crawling skin sensation. 18, decreased desire for sex. 19, dental problems. 20, depression. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord, depression has been a beast. I have premenstrual dysphoric disorder, so I'm already predisposed to feeling very depressed 7 to 10 days out from my cycle. I also have diagnosed complex PTSD. I have a depression and anxiety disorder already. But what perimenopause has done has kicked this into gear so much so that I have not felt like I can work full time. It has been insane. 21, difficulty concentrating. So I've seen other doctors talk about how perimenopause makes every diagnosis you have so much worse. Since I have been perimenopausal these last 3 to 5 years, I have not been able to concentrate on anything. My lack of focus, every ADHD symptom I have has went from here to mostly manageable to completely unmanageable. 22, dizzy spells. 23, dry or itchy eyes. I wish that I had known that this was a perimenopause thing because my eyes have been driving me crazy probably for the last year or so. Absolutely crazy. It's a perimenopause thing, like what? 24, dry mouth. 25, dry skin. 26, eczema. 27, electric shock sensations. 28, fatigue. I've had major fatigue issues. 29, fibromyalgia. 30, frozen shoulder. Okay, so I want to talk about this. About 2.5 years ago or so, I stopped being able to use my arm. My shoulder was just constantly hurting. It hurt at night, it hurt during the day. Like when I would watch TV, I would just try to hang my arm off like the couch so it wouldn't hurt. I got to the point where I had no mobility, where I couldn't like go like this, go like this. I couldn't unhook my bra. I couldn't do anything. I had no idea that that was a symptom of perimenopause until this year, and I started doing a lot of research, and I'm like, oh my god, because I had went to the doctor a few times, and I was like, do I have a torn rotator cuff? Like, what is going on? Nobody had any answers. They were like, yeah, it'll just resolve on its own. Come to find out, it's Miss Perry. 29, genitourinary syndrome. 30, headaches. 31, migraines. I have had both. Sometimes headaches have been manageable, but I saw an uptick in migraines at about 43 years old, where every single cycle, actually for an entire year, I was taking 2 days, sometimes 3 days off of work while I was working full time because my migraines were so bad. 32, heart palpitations. I have had heart palpitations so bad since I was at least 40 years old, but at the time I was experiencing domestic violence when I was 40, and I thought that it was a result of stress. Now, yes, of course it was a result of stress, the stress of being in an abusive marriage, but even after I got out of it, even after I did EMDR, even after I experienced a lot of healing and have felt a lot of peace, I've still had these heart palpitations increase every year, basically since I was 40, and I'm 47. And then come to find out, that's also a symptom of perimenopause. 33, high cholesterol and high triglycerides. 34, the hot flashes, baby. Waking up sweating in a puddle. Not fun. 35, incontinence. I hate to admit, but yes, I spent all of January this year, no, the second half of January and the first half of February just peeing on myself because I was sick, I was coughing, I had COVID, and every time I coughed, and it was also triggering me to throw up a lot, every time I coughed and or threw up, I was peeing on myself. It was like a whole full month of changing my clothes constantly. Yeah. 37, insulin resistance. 38, irritable bowel syndrome. 39, irritability. I mean, do we all have irritability? We're 7 to 10 days out from our period, yes. But in perimenopause, especially if you have PMDD, it's off the rails. The level of irritability, particularly for those of us who may feel touched out by our children, or maybe by our partner and or husband and or girlfriend or whoever is in our life, we can feel touched out. So irritability is kind of like, we all experience that, but in perimenopause it can get really bad. 39, itchy ears. 40, itchy skin. That has been so annoying, y'all. This itchy skin thing has been so annoying. I think it was earlier this year, like some of these perimenopause symptoms have kicked up for me, and I just started itching all the time everywhere. And I was like, what is going on? And then I saw a TikTok that, I forgot her name, one of these popular influencers right now. Oh, Tabitha Brown, that she made about going through perimenopause and experiencing her skin just itching like crazy. And I was like, oh my God, I'm experiencing that too. It's insane. 41, kidney stones. 42, memory issues. Again, it's hard to say because I know I have ADHD. I'm yet undiagnosed, but I know I have it. But yeah, y'all, my memory issues are really bad. Sometimes I feel like I don't even actually have short-term memory. 42, menstrual cycle changes. This is the common one. We know, like, once you enter into perimenopause, sometimes I'm getting 2 periods a month, sometimes very light. This last one was so weird. It was just like a few little 5 or 6 drops every day for like 15 days. I was like, what the hell, y'all? What the hell? This is just weird. 44, mental health disorders. Needless to say, this is greatly affecting me in perimenopause. If you have BPD, if you have bipolar, if you have CPTSD, if you have ADHD, if you have any of these neurodivergency things, I am neurodivergent AF, and they are so much worse in perimenopause. 45, mood changes. If you're feeling extreme sadness, extreme joy, extreme productivity, extreme lethargy, it's probably a symptom of perimenopause. 46, muscle aches. It's something that of course we can attribute to just getting older, but also it does feel a little bit intense in ways that I have not suspected, particularly like my neck, shoulder area. It still can be really painful. It's really affected my sleep as well. 47, night sweats. Yay. Yes, I have experienced that. Waking up just so hot. For the first time in my life, this past winter was the first winter that I ever slept with the window open. I have never done that before in my life, and I was like, oh, I am really getting old out here in these streets. 48, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. 49, osteoporosis. 50, pain in sex. That's something that has happened to me a little bit, although sometimes I'm not sure if that's just due to other factors like the size of the partner, length as well, but I've experienced more than I ever had in a long time. So yeah, that's something I haven't talked to my doctor about. I've only talked with my girlies about, but yeah, it's been different. I'll just say that. 51, muscle loss in general. 52, sleep apnea. 53, sleep disturbances. So I've struggled with insomnia literally ever since I got pregnant with my first child. I slept great for the first 27 years of my life, had my first baby at 28, and ever since then I've had insomnia. So I don't know. I don't know if that's a perimenopause thing or what, but I got it. 54, thinning hair on head. I actually still have a lot of thick hair, but I have really thin spots right here. I'm actually kind of trying to hide them a little bit with this little thing I got going on. But yeah, I can definitely tell my hair is thinner than it was before. I have really thick hair my whole life, and thankfully it's still doing good, but you know, I can see the difference. 55, thinning skin. I haven't yet been able to tell, although I can tell I'm, you know, you probably can't tell on here, but I'm definitely looking older. I think I'm starting to look my age a little bit. But yeah. 56, tingling extremities. 57, tinnitus. 58, TMJ or worsening TMJ. 59, unwanted hair growth like whiskers. I'm definitely getting a lot down here that I'm plucking out. 60, urinary tract infections that aren't actually testing as urinary tract infections. This has happened to me 3 times this year where I thought I literally had an STD or a urinary tract infection. Went to the doctor, went to the urgent care, and had neither of those. And it was literally just perimenopausal-ish going on down there, and it's frustrating. 60, vaginal dryness. I have experienced both vaginal dryness and an influx of vaginal lubrication, and I'm not exactly sure. All I can say is I think perimenopause is messing up the system, because before I used to just be a steady normal flow amount, except for of course ovulation time, there would be a little bit more, but now I'm having weird times where I am not knowing when I'm ovulating, except for like by my desire for sex, but sometimes I can be really excited and want some and dry, and that's not normal for me. So I know that's perimenopause. 62, vertigo. 63, weight gain. I've definitely gained some weight. I still do things. I'm pretty active to try to control my weight, but I can see that perimenopause is affecting me. And the last one on this list, at least, is wrinkles. It is an aging thing, yes, but perimenopause does bring that about in a quicker way. I hope by looking at this list that you can see there is a lot of things that estrogen impacts. Estrogen is needed and vital for every single organ of our body that's important. I mean, it's all important, but our brain, our heart, our kidney, our liver, all of that estrogen is needed, and for our whole life, estrogen has been contributing to it. And as soon as you hit perimenopause and less estrogen is being made, because it's working so hard to get those limited amount of eggs fertilized, that is really affecting us. So when we have these huge spikes and huge dips and huge spikes and huge dips of estrogen, it's messing with all of these vital organs. And if you have a huge spike in your brain of estrogen and then the next month it completely bottoms out, of course your mood is going to be affected. Same thing with your liver. Of course, like the way that you use the bathroom is going to be affected. Same thing with your kidney, same thing with your lungs, same thing with every single organ in your body. So estrogen dipping, spiking is a big deal. And this is also why perimenopause can be mistaken for other conditions, because all of this is just going on all at once. Y'all, it's just really important that you recognize when you have these symptoms to go to your physician, to your OBGYN, and start to learn what's going on, get a hormone panel, try to figure out what's going on in your body. It's really important for us to be informed. Do your research, read the books you need to read. I'm reading right now this book called The New Menopause by Dr. Mary Claire Haver. I will link it below. I strongly suggest you start there. This is really a time for us to be proactive stage of our life, y'all. And please, please, please share your experiences with perimenopause below. What symptoms are you experiencing? What's bothering you the most? What have you done? Share for the community's sake. Stay informed, y'all. Stay healthy. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. Please do me a favor and boopity boop that like button. Subscribe if you're not. Share this video with another woman in your life. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.